For round 9, we have the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hopefully you can all hear me very, very well. And of course you are very welcome to another race week in the URC. Hopefully the stream will come up. It just takes a couple of seconds. There we go. So we got 17. Hello, Gabrielle. So hopefully everyone is doing good this evening. I'm just gonna run through some of the rules and flags again. Immersive standard, yeah. Just making sure everything is in. So we'll have a run through the qualifying, or sorry, the standings. I've looked through the qualifying. I've said qualifying twice now. We're going into qualifying, but we're going to have a look at the standings. In the driver standings, obviously after Japan, Banter King leads by 5 points to McBoss. Rayan remains on 70 points. Marty's now on 65. He's 2 points ahead of Rando, who is 3 points ahead of Griffin in P6. So that's our top 6. And then P7 is Shano, Wolves, S Junior, Ryan in P10, and then Wicked Red is basically the bottom leader bound to P20. But we have a cloudy, overcast qualifying, so no rain, hopefully, as Ryan Curran has just joined. No, Arda, you cannot commentate with me. You're racing. And then in the constructor standings, I'll just get all the tyres up, telemetry, track data. So we have OP Gamer heading out for his first lap. Mercedes lead Haas by 6 points at 149. Then Alpine and Alfa Romeo are actually level on points going into this race, ahead of McLaren in 5th on 101. Arda has retired. I hope he has a setup on, because he won't get to do it on the grids. But he has a qualifying ban for tonight's race. Aston Martin are 6th, as you notice. Aston Martin have a new lineup in JJ Olancer. And then Arda as well, obviously their new second driver. Williams then is P7. They're 8 points behind Aston Martin. And then they're 4 points ahead of Red Bull in P8. And then Ferrari and AlphaTauri are actually level on points, both equal on 38. So those are the standings going into this week's race, round 9 of the season. So OP Gamer will be the first to set a lap. If any driver from the pit lane could give me the weather forecast for tonight's race and qualifying, that would be great. If anyone knows it, who's in the pit lane at the moment, if you could put it in the comments just to let me know. So OP Gamer then, we'll go on board with him. Drops down to 3rd for the first corner, and DRS enabled. as Tomas has binned it in the first sector, so he's lost it out of that left hand chicane. So he's the first victim for that to happen. Oh, that is a big crash. Won't be the first person for that to happen to tonight, as Sam is behind him in the McLaren. He is reserving. He could have a full-time seat come Australia in the McLaren. So let's see what Tomas puts in as he comes through the final sector, keeping the car on track and keeping a clean lap. This will be a good banker. It's important to get a lap time on the board. It's a 1:17.7, very good banker. McLaren next across the line, and that's a 1:18 flat, so it's a good lap as well. Alfa Romeo, I think that's S Junior. That's Marley with a 1:16.8, so he goes pole, and wow, he's almost a second quicker than OP Gamer. As Pat Kenny has lost it, and Gabri gets a 5-place grid penalty actually for that collision. Rayan goes 4/10 quicker than Marley, he goes provisional pole, so everyone is setting in fast laps. Banter King is third, Wicked Red, he is starting his lap now. And he's got no traffic in front. He has an Alpine there, but he will get out the way. So there's a bit of pressure on Wicked Red to get a good performance in tonight's race. 27.4 in the first sector. I think that's quicker than OP Gamer's first sector. I wonder what Haas that was. That might have been Ryan Curran, because McBot, is he setting a lap? No, he's not. So he's yet to put in a lap time in these early stages. There's a 55.6 by Wicked Red, so we'll see where this lap time puts him. His teammate is P3 at the moment. Thought we were seeing rain there for a second. So Wicked Red, what's he going to put in? A 1:17.9. So he does go quicker. Sam's time, and that puts him 5th fastest. If Griffin has blocked your lap, Wolves, you report that, and he could get penalised for it, okay? That is the procedure. So you know the report. You know the report procedure by now. Blocking on a hot lap isn't allowed, so you report that, and it will be investigated. It's simple as. So JJ has invalidated his lap, so he won't be setting one yet. McBot, what is he putting in on his lap? He's putting a 27 as well in the first sector, so is McBot struggling, as Ryan Curran has gone 3rd fastest. So Ryan Curran looking to be promising. Where will his teammate go? Goes wide, keeps the lap valid at 54.8. Yeah, so FaZe is making a little bit of mistakes. It's probably costing him a bit of time. (16, 17, 16.8). It's P2 for McBot. It's actually a really good lap. It looked like he made a mistake in the end of the second sector, but he's still managed to put in a good lap time. I think he knows there's a bit more time in that, but Ryan is on provisional pole as it is at the moment. Storm is on a lap. He's put in a 27.6. Glenn there was going slow out of turn 1. let's see what laps. Look, what can Storm put in? He's actually invalidated, so his lap will not count. Someone has gone 4th fastest. That's JJ. So he's gone 4th for Aston Martin. So Aston Martin need the points this week, and he's put in a very good lap there. S Junior actually is yet to set a lap. He hasn't put one in yet, but again, it's still early days in qualifying. So we'll have to see what S Junior can do. He won in Japan last week, so the momentum is on his side this week. 54.4. It's a purple sector too. That's a good time in the second sector. Where could this put him though? I don't know if his first sector was purple as well. As he comes across the line, what a lap! A 1:16.1 for S Junior, provisional pole position. I don't really see that being beaten actually. So I think S Junior has his Did he get pole position last week? No, McBot got pole position last week, but he got it in Austria in the sprint. But that's a very solid lap by S Junior. I don't think he needs to set another lap to improve, because Ryan has about 3/10 to gain here, maybe a little bit more. McBot has 7/10. That's a big ask for him to gain that much. But Ryan has put in actually a fairly decent lap, a 1:16.9. So he's in that top 6, whereas Banter King and his teammate are outside the top 6. So that's critical in this championship for both championships. So there's a McLaren there who's letting cars go in sector 2. He has a bit more traffic on his hands. I hope he understands that he has to stay out of the way, which he does. Now what can Banter King do in this first sector? He's gone purple, so Banter King is looking quick. His teammate is also on a lap, but he's invalidated, so he won't be setting this lap time. Oh, Banter King's out! Someone's blocked him. I believe that was with Storm in the Ferrari. That's huge. That is huge. Banter King has crashed out in qualifying, but it wasn't his fault. A driver in front was, we believe it's Storm, who was trying to get out of the way. That is big. I have a glitch that I can't start recording or clip anything on my PS5. Okay, that's alright, S Junior. Thanks for telling me. It's better to tell me than not tell me. So I'm aware that you have an issue. But this is huge. Banter King out because of a collision with Storm. And Banter King tried to avoid it as well. I'm pretty sure he will report this, because this race is big for his championship. His title rival is about 5 places ahead of him. Wicked Red he just seems to be struggling in the track right now, with Ryan Curran keeping the laps pretty good actually. So Haas have a huge upper hand now in qualifying. Where will Ryan go in this second sector? He's actually a 10th down in his time, so he is not improving. So Ryan has definitely struggled this lap. McBoss though is coming in through now to sector 3. He has a bit of traffic, so will his lap be blocked? Is that a Ferrari on a hot lap? Yeah, Glenn's on a lap, so he cannot be blocking. He wouldn't be blocking FaZe here, because he's on a hot lap, and he is pushing, and he goes P11. McBoss though, is he going again? And Glenn lets him by. Respective friendship there between them two, so he's been let by. Oh, FaZe has spun. FaZe has spun actually coming out of turn 1. And he gets out of the way for the Williams. I believe that's Wolves actually now. So 1:17.4 has been his best lap. He's looking to improve that, maybe get inside the top 10. He's 2:10s up now. And he's okay, if anyone's being blocked, you know what to do. Follow the penalty procedure and just report it. It's the easiest thing to do. Three tenths up now, Wolves. Let's see where this puts him. This might just put him ahead of Griffin in P9. Okay, Banter, will you report it then, yeah? Please. As Wolves goes P6. So he's improved by a lot more there. He'll be delighted with that lap time, and I'm sure his teammate Pat Kenny will after losing the car in qualifying. But Banter King, do be sure to report that, because that is crucial for yourself as well, that you get that reported. So, is Gabri on a lap? Gabri's coming into the pits. He has just been on an in lap, and he's P15 at the moment, so he's struggling. Gabri is, and he had technical issues last week, so hopefully those are resolved. But this guy, I feel he has a promising career in this league. You know, you have side pods broke. That shouldn't be possible because it's reduced standard, so you shouldn't get that damage. Alright, so let's see. S Junior he's actually improved in the second sector, so we could see a 1:15 here. S Junior really setting the limit, and this could be pole for the Alfa Romeo team. 1:15.9. The first into the 1:15s. Marley goes P2. Wow, that's impressive. It's an Alfa Romeo front row. That's an impressive by Marley. A 1:16.422. He goes quicker than Rayan as well. So the Alfa Romeos seem to have pace around this track, and it's clearly being demonstrated. So OP Gamer is starting his next lap. I believe this will be his last. Yeah, you can hear the tires there, just a little bit of screechy, but he's a 10th up on his lap. Keeps it valid for the first sector. Very important to keep it valid, because it's so easy to lose the car. Some drivers don't realise how easy it is to lose your car in that left corner. In that fast left-hander. As OP Gamer still keeping it valid, looking like a good lap anyway. He was a 10th up in the first sector. Let's see how much he is up in the second. He's up 2 tenths now, so we'll have to see where this lap does put him. It looks like the track is a little bit brighter than it was when we started this qualifying session. And OP Gamer to the line. It's going to be a 1:17.4, and he only goes P11, so he just stays outside the top 10, but I think that's his qualifying over. Griffin is actually starting his lap. Anyone else starting a lap? McBot is on a lap. He's lost his front wing, so he won't improve, and he'll start P6 unless anyone else improves. JJ's on an out lap. Sam is in the pit. Marley's in the pits as Rayan has improved. He's gone P2 onto the front row, but nowhere near challenging S Junior there, as a Red Bull has stopped on track. I believe that's OP Gamer, or yeah, it has to be OP Gamer because it couldn't be Tomas, unfortunately, who has retired from this race, from this qualifying session. but he will start last, and Arda will start 16th at this moment, so not last, which he'll be happy with. So JJ then on a lap. He might be looking to get into the top 3. He's only 75 hundredths up on his time. As Griffin goes 5th, so he's onto I believe that's the 3rd row. 2nd row, third row. Griffin's on the 3rd row at the moment. Is JJ going to be quicker though? He's only just 1300ths quicker. I think he lost time through that 2nd sector, so he hasn't really gained much, but that is qualifying over. FaZe McBot starts P8. 2 places ahead of a place only ahead of his championship rival Banter King in P10. JJ stays P6. Ryan Curran goes P4 in the Haas. So we do have a Haas on the 2nd row alongside Marley. Wolves hasn't validated, so he won't improve. Wicked Red comes to the line, and that's qualifying over P13. Not a qualifying that he would have wanted, that's for sure. And we're just going to be waiting for OP Gamer now to finish us off. I think Rayan is going to finish us off as well. He's had a purple 1st sector, but he hasn't improved in the 2nd. I don't think Rayan will push for pole here. I don't think he'll get it out of his tyres. Surely not. He's going to go for it though. Yeah, the lap's not there. He's into the 118s even. He's lost so much time in the last sector, and he didn't have the ERS in that battery to get him over the line. So Rayan will start on the 2nd row then. Ryan will start P4. So Rayan starts in the front row. Ryan will start on the 2nd row. So a very good qualifying for Ryan Curran, and a very good qualifying for YZ Sam. So that is interesting by Banter King. Unfortunate for him that he has to start P10, but the damage has been limited because FaZe McBot only starts P8. So get your race predictions in the chat. We've just had qualifying. If you had missed it, you can scroll back and you can watch it there. But S Junior dominates in qualifying to grab pole position. Rayan is P2. Marley just misses out by 2/10 in P3. Ryan Curran is P4. Good performance there. Sam is P5. JJ is P6. Griffin P7. FaZe is only P8. P9 is Wolves. Banter King is P10. Glenn is 11th. OP Gamer is 12th. Wicked Red 13th. Storm is 14th. Gabri has a 5-place grid penalty. He'll start last. Arda will start 15th. Parkin will start 16th. Tomas will start 17th. And then obviously Gabri will start from the back. But what a lap by Marley to get P3 in the Alfa Romeo. So they are really looking good in the points right now. But crucially in the constructors, Alfa Romeo have qualified ahead of Haas and Mercedes. And we have a dry race, so that is good to see. Ryan Curran, love you too, man. Yeah, Marley, that lap is well deserved. That was honestly insane to watch back. It was really, really good. So we have a dry race then, which is good. I think every driver, every driver believes that Hungary's already hard enough to drive on in the dries. So if it was wet, it'd be even more difficult. God bless them. So 35 laps then of the Hungaro ring. It'll be interesting to see what the drivers start on in terms of tyres. We'll just get all this enabled. So Arda's starting on the hards, whereas everyone else is on the medium tyre. So that's interesting. That is interesting. So he's playing the longer strategy. If he can get these hards up and going at the start of the race, he would have played off a good strategy there, but what he doesn't want is to get left behind on these hards. Someone's gone off the track there. That's a McLaren. So Wolves is in a championship contender sandwich. Sounds lovely, by the way. He's got McBot in front, Banter King behind. What does Wolves do? How does he defend? How does he attack? Does he play neutral here? It'll be interesting to see how he gets off the line. Obviously Glenn in P11. How has Ryan left the session? You have to request to join back, it's simple as. A Storm was disqualified, so some people haven't parked their cars correctly. But we get to S Junior then for the start of this race. And the lights are out. And the cars are away for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's a good start from S Junior. As he's pulled away there. Marley's going to be alongside him into turn 1. Oh, and Marley might lose out a couple places, but all the cars get away into turn 1 pretty well actually, so that's impressive. As a Red Bull is off in the back, as I say that's OP Gamer. Oh, Marley getting involved there. Did he get wing damage? I don't think he did. But Marley getting up in bit contact. McBot has gained some places off that start. Wolves has also gained a couple places. Griffin and Sam though have dropped back into P8. Sorry, P7 and P8. Banter King has gotten to P9. But JJ has got to second. What a start. As Ryan Curran got disqualified. I don't know what for. As McBot and Marley, and McBot makes the move, he's trying to gain the places, and he's doing exactly that, picking them off one by one. And Marley says, I'm not going to fight you that hard, you are fighting for a championship, not me. I'm in the constructors. I will try and hard to keep my P5. Some cars there in the back. Storms into the pits. He's putting on the hard tyre. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. But so far, the cars have gotten away very clean, and now we have a bit of a train here behind us. Ryan, that's your internet, like, that's just the game crashing on you, unfortunately. Can't restart that, like. S Junior really pulling away here, but he has JJ not so far off back on the back of him. Could we see an Aston Martin win a race? We haven't seen that yet this season, as Y Sam and Banter King are actually going at it. Banter King desperate to get by here. His championship rival is making moves, but Banter King is struggling to actually get by the McLaren. As there's a car off, that is JJ in the Aston Martin. Sam has also spun in the McLaren, so that allows Banter King to get by. Oh, there's more, and that is Glenn with the damage. As the McLaren has left the session. Jeez, it's all kicking off in Sector 2 there. Unfortunately, a race has been ruined by that. And Gabri just reset the track. Come on, Gabri, you know that's not allowed. You're going to get a penalty for that. That's automatically applied. So McBot up into the podium places now with Rayan in his sights. As Gabri's off in Sector 3. Either way, he and Marley and FaZe get a time penalty actually. That's crucial. Crucial to the end of this race. Oh, Rayan! And that's a safety car. That is a safety car. Rayan is out of this race and possibly out of title contention now. We thought that he would be a late title contender, but at this moment in point he is not. Now, FaZe McBot was fighting Rayan, so could Rayan have been hit in the back there by FaZe? Just trying to get intel from what happened to Rayan there. Right, so under safety car on lap 6. Will we see the safety car come in this lap? Some of the leaders actually haven't pit yet, but Arda started on these hards. He's up into P6. So we could see him go a longer distance. The Red Bulls actually have got back up into the top 10 with this safety car. But for Alpine, this is a big loss. With Rayan there retiring. So we go with the safety car again. McBot is in. And McBot has been a little bit caught out there as he has Marley on the back of him. Sam, you have to request to join back. I can't invite you, so just request to join back. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I will get you back in. Just plug in the controller there. It's okay. This is the only restart I'll do. Right, let's get this up again then. Gabri, we are restarting the race, guys, because Ryan Curran unfortunately Ryan Curran got disqualified because of a game issue. It wasn't anything on his side. Glenn, it is a restart. Well, how am I supposed to join back then, Glenn? Like, come on. Makes sense. I'm sorry about this stream, I really am. Okay, let me just invite people in first. Get everyone back in. So basically, lads, we're having a red flag. Last red flag was, when was the last time we had a red flag actually? Was it Bahrain? It was Bahrain, yeah. So we are just getting Gaffo in now with the grid. This is so painful. Come on, Gaffo, give me a fucking answer, will you? Griffin starts P2. Wolves is P3. Arda starts P4. OP Gamer. And then FaZe starts behind him. P7 will be Pat Kenny with Marley in 8th. Then 9th is going to be Tomas, JJ, Bander King, Gabri, Glenn, Wicked, Storm, Sam, Ryan. Okay. Confirm. Yeah, Arda, penalties were applied to the drivers who had 3 seconds. So, everyone ready up, please. And we'll get going again. Okay, no. Can we please ready up? Right, so we're starting the... So everyone is... Obviously there's no qualifying, so they have to choose... Good God above. So we go for the formation lap again. Obviously the lap 8 time penalties will apply to the drivers who receive them. Why has there been carnage on the formation lap? They don't start. They didn't DNF. No, Griffin didn't DNF and Wolves didn't DNF. I'm not even looking at Discord, honestly. I'm not even looking at Discord now. It's not me to blame here. It's this guy. So we restart this race once again. Drivers who DNF'd are in their respectable places at the back, and then drivers who had time penalties on lap 8 are obviously now have applied them and have been dropped back. Obviously this has led to a bit of frustration, but there's 35 laps to recover. Like, it's not over for Marley and FaZe. They can definitely get back up there. It's not over for them. But we go to 5 red lights again on the restart. And the cars pull away, and Griffin gets a good start off the line. So does Wolves. Will he try and make a move into turn 1? No, Griffin tries to cover him off. And they will go side by side. Wolves will make that move. Forces Griffin a bit wide there. Oh, my bot has been spun. Marley's in the wall. I don't know what he done there. Safety car lap 1. As Wolves is off the track. What is going on with this race? No one's probably gonna race now, but like, I know I have work, man, as well tomorrow. Like, I know this is inconvenient. Okay, just let me do the grid, please, guys. Man, this is like Baku all over again. Doesn't look like OP Gamers joining. Pat Kenny isn't joining either. Like, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's my fault, like. Kenny starts behind Arda. Banter King behind, Gabri behind him. Glenn behind Gabri. Wicked Red behind Glenn. Storm behind Wicked. Y2 then. Yeah, I'm happy to go with that. Just put S Junior last. OP Gamer is 7th. Banter King, please just leave it now. Please just leave it. For the love of God, I'm not. So we're reducing the distance to 25% because I CBA to do 50%. People have school and work tomorrow, and I really expected Hungary to be better. I didn't think we'd have something like Baku again, but I have to be fair to my drivers. If a game issue causes them to not be able to race, I have to try and restart. It has to be fair. Like, there's just not much more I can do. And then when drivers hurl abuse at me, like, it's a bit ridiculous. So no formation lap, we're going straight to the race. We've got 5 red lights for the 3rd time. It's lights out and away we go for this race. As McBot gets into the way, Marley actually takes over the lead of the Grand Prix. And he comes off the racing line because he was a bit involved in that contact there with Wolves. But eventually the Hungarian Grand Prix does get underway. OP Gamer has retired. That could be a safety car. It doesn't look like it will be though. car's still going. He's hard on track, I don't blame him. Ryan has spun the car. So 17 laps of this race then. We're going to see as Wicked Red has lost it. Ay, ay, ay. And that is a safety car. So what is the penalties? FaZe has 5 seconds off the line. I mean, like... I don't think we're racing Hungary next season, so thank God for that. S Junior gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Storm under safety car conditions. Tomas gets a time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Oh, JJ's car is beached. So that's not going anywhere. Doesn't look like he's looking to join back, so... yeah, disqualified. Cool, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Wolves is leading a race. I cannot believe he's leading a race. I haven't seen him lead a race at all this season. Clearly these mediums working in his favour off the line. But this has been the worst race this season. Because what could have gone wrong, went wrong. In every way. All because one driver had his game crash. Two restarts. Chaos in the Discord. This is like... Meeples, how's it going? How are you doing? This is like a predecessor. Or... this is like someone who's set up to take the throne of Baku of Season 1. Because Baku was bad. Like, catastrophic. This is arguably worse. And it's not been of the racing. It's just been of my decisions in tonight's race. Controversial, some. Frustrated drivers. Hopefully that won't be a thing next week in Australia, because Australia, I like Australia. I want it to be a smooth race. So that's the safety car restart. As McBot gets ahead of Marley, he's going to try and go up the inside of Wolves. He's made contact with Marley though, as Marley tries to go up the inside. Pat Kenny's up to 4th, so this is a good result for him so far. So Wolves is going to have McBot all over the back of him, even though he has that 5-second time penalty, which he'll have to serve in the pits. I would assume, but that's probably when he comes into pit. As Ryan and Arda's just reset the track, so that would be a time penalty for him. He's into the pit lane though. Same with Ryan. Has that brought out the safety car? It has. I don't even want to show my face actually, hang on. I don't want to. Not for something like this. No way. I can't even look at the screen with me on it right now. So a couple of the soft runners are into the pits as the medium runners choose to stay out. So they'll be going a bit longer into this race. I believe Faith Bot into the pits. He is on his medium tyres. So he's come out ahead of Pat Kenny. And Glenn has actually got ahead of some people in the pit lane. S Junior has a time penalty to serve. So, important to mention here actually, Marley is in the net lead of this race. Because McBot had obviously, he had 5 seconds to serve. So Marley is actually in the P1, in net P1. That could be interesting for Alfa Romeo. So what these medium tyre runners will need now is probably a later safety car, I would think, because obviously the guys on the softs have really benefited under this safety car. You see Ryan Kern, one of the original medium tyre runners, has actually come in and put on the softs, so he's going to go to the end, which will be 16 laps on soft tyres, or sorry, no, not even that, 13 laps even, I would say, on soft tyres. So we should see the safety car in though this lap. So Wolfs is leading. He hasn't led a race, I believe, this season, but he has been on the podium though. And obviously to the drivers and to those who were watching, I do apologise for this week's race. It wasn't expected to go like this at all. It was expected to be better, and it has been. You know, the last 8 races, well, the last 7 races, Bahrain was a mess as well, but the last 7 races have been really, really good. So it's unfortunate to see that streak end after what has been a good first half of the season and a good start to the second half, but Hungary just has its issues. As we go racing again, Banter King is going to try and have Wolves here. Will he go for the move? He's got Rayan on the back of him. Rayan's being hit though, all by the back of Sam. Marley's actually lost out P5 there. As Gabri up into the points, actually he's in P8, respectfully. We've gotten a good exit there on Pat Kenny. Is he going to go for the move? He shouldn't send it here. And he thought better of it as he goes wide there. As Pat Kenny's in the wall. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't bring Mike Berlander out. Says car stays in after that incident, but Pat Kenny's out of the race. As Arda gets overtaken by S Junior, as Glenn and Griffin on go. Oh, Griffin's been spun by Glenn, and that's gonna put Griffin out of the points. But Griffin has penalties coming his way from qualifying, as already noted by myself. I don't care about his name, honestly, I don't care. I call him Mike. As Storm and his teammate are fighting, actually, for first time we've seen the two Ferraris scrap this season. And he gets ahead of his teammate. So the two Ferraris fighting and jolting for position. Oh, Ryan Curran's come off in Sector 2. And S Junior just got overtaken by Griffin. Interesting race so far. Because we've had 2 restarts, as Wolves has put in the fastest lap, so those mediums are still in good temperature. Is McBock going to go on a move? He's not, and he's just hit the back of Y2 Sam. Don't think he got any wing damage though, but McBoss desperate to get by. As Marley hangs back in P6. Two Ferraris still scrapping away. And Arda tries to go for a move with that Ferrari and he gets past Storm off the inside. This is very aggressive defending from the Aston Martin, and he's been spun round and he's reset the track. Like, what don't people understand? You're not allowed. You're not allowed. It's in the rules. I've literally specified that you're not allowed to reset the track, and people do it, man. And now he's driving slow like a muppet again. He was doing this in Japan. You're not allowed to reset the track. It's a simple fucking rule. As Sam just has almost taken out McBot there. And Arda has retired in the pit lane, so a safety car won't come out, thank God. At least he's retired in the right place. I don't understand how people don't know to not reset the track. It's the most simplest rule ever. Like, you can easily avoid getting penalised for it, like. But people just do it out of aggression, out of anger. They don't understand. They lose all control of their emotions. As Marley gets past McBot, because McBot has been gone off the track. As Wolves is into the pits, the first of the long medium runners. But Rayan and Banter King stay out. Interesting enough. Marley going to try and make a move on Y2 Sam. He's been blocked a bit there. I'd say Marley is furious to get by this guy. I don't think he likes how he's defending. I'm just counting down till this race ends. I'm more mentally I'm thinking of Hungary. Oh, sorry, of Australia right now. Because I think Australia will be a better race. This is a shithole. As S Junior gets ahead of Storm. As Y2 Sam is in the pit. So that leaves Marley and FaZe now to fight each other. Ryan Curran trying to get by Tamaz. He does have that time penalty. Wolves has actually dropped back to P11 with that pit stop. So yeah, the medium runners at the start of the race, they didn't gain much from starting on the softs, as Griffin has put in the fastest lap time in the Alpine, but he's out of the points at the moment. S Junior though looking like he's on for a points finish. He might even get P6 here. Glenn is in 5th, so he'll get good points for Ferrari. Yeah, S Junior knows he's quicker than Gabri here, and he'll probably be looking to get by him down the main straight. But McBot and Marley, this is for the net lead of this race. Here comes Nick Boss. Oh, he's made contact with Marley there. He's gonna go around the outside. And he does get him. But Marley, I think, should think of the bigger picture. He's on for a podium. As S Junior is past Gabri, we expected him to get by. Gabri tries to go back on the inside. Will he try and switch back here? No, he made contact with that rear tyre. He might have gained a little bit of an advantage there, Gabri, so S Junior will have to try and get back by him. What will the medium tyre runners do here? As there's a Haas off in sector 2, that's Ryan Kern. Storm, and look at this, 3 cars going for a fight here as S Junior gets P6. Banter King's into the pits then. Onto the softs, he has to make a pit stop, so where will he come out? It could be P6 here for Banter King. No, it'll be P7, P8. It's going to be P8, P9 even for Banter King to exit the pit lane. So that just shows that the medium tyre was the right one to pit on from the soft runners. Yeah, we could see FaZe leading the championship here, but Marley's staying with McBall actually. Yeah, Banter King would need a safety car. Griffin gets 3 seconds for a corner cutting. Marley trying to stay with McBot. He's actually a second back from them now. And he doesn't have the DRS. McBot's pulled away from it. Glenn's actually on for a podium here. Does Banter King come out ahead of Rayan? He might. Oh, it's going to be close between the two of them. He does. He just about gets ahead of them. This has actually been an interesting 18 lap race. It's been very interesting. Glenn's on for a podium at the moment, but he has S Junior catching him. Marley seems to gain on McBoss through the second sector, but loses him in the third. As we go to the helicopter cam, that is Wolves retiring from the session. Surely not a safety car from that. Nope, it's because it's too late in the race to bring out a safety car. As Y2 Sam gets a 10-second time penalty and he's retired from the session with a Red Bull. I don't know what's happened. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Banter King is in the wall. What has happened to Banter King? This race is not looking good for his championship. He's lost his front wing. But McBot is leading. Tomas has retired in the pit lane. And Gaffo said it was all about who strikes first with the first victory out of these two in this season. It could be McBot to do just that, as Banter King has dropped to 9th. We will see a new championship leader after this race. But Marley has DRS. Oh, Marley thought of it. We're going to the last lap. Look how close Marley is. It's going to be an Alfa Romeo 2 and 3 though. So this will be good for their constructors fight with Alpine, but they're both also in the points. Banter King might just pick up P10. Gabri will score points though, because everyone is in the top 10. But as McBot rounds the final corner, Hungary finally comes to an end. It's going to be McBot to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. He extends his lead. He takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Marley comes home to finish second. It's going to be an Alfa Romeo 2 and 3. A double podium for the Alfa Romeos. Glenn will pick up 4th. Rayan will pick up 5th. We don't know if he'll keep that. 6th will be Storm. So Ferrari pick up a 4 and 6, their best finish this season as a team. Griffin will come across the line in 7th. I'm not sure where Ryan and Gabriel finished. It looks like it will be P8 for Ryan Curran, so Haas will jump Mercedes in the constructor standings, as he gets a 5-second time penalty for an unserved penalty. Will that put him ahead of Gabri? No, Gabri stays 9th. Banter King, it hasn't been his race. P10, he crosses the line in. And that is the Hungarian Grand Prix over. So that is our podium. If anyone saw who driver of the day was, do tell me, because I didn't see who driver of the day was. So FaZe McBot wins the driver of the day, S Junior. Congratulations. So McBot wins, Marley is P2, S Junior is P3 from 18th. Glenn is 4th, Ryan is 5th, Storm is 6th, Griffin is 7th, Ryan Curran is 8th, Gabri's 9th, Banter King is 10th, Tomas is 11th, Sam is 12th, Wolf's 13th, Arda's 14th, Pat Kenny 15th, Wicked is 16th, 17th is OP Gamer, and Joe Lancer is 18th. Williams don't score any points despite that race for Wolves. Okay, so we'll just get the podium into the party. And I guess I don't think S Junior will join, so we'll get Glenn in for because he was fourth. So oh.
That race was fucking shit. Sorry.
Join the club.
What club?
Alright, lads.
The party of shitness.
Hello.
Do you think I was actually happy to watch that race?
I just want to say, who
No,
was
no,
that
no,
man?
no. Do you think I was actually happy to watch that?
Do you think I was happy to drive in that?
Get taken out?
I don't think anyone was happy to drive in that. Like,
Whoever was that McLaren reserve, it's honestly booed. Fez, I don't know how you survived.
Yeah, did you see him, man? He was
Honestly.
fucking. Oh, man.
I did,
Get
man.
Sam out of his
I was even complaining, like myself. Like, I actually thought I seen your wing fly off.
I thought he was going
Like,
to take out
just
FaZe
sparks
McBot, to be
and
fair.
stuff.
I genuinely thought FaZe was getting
honestly.
taken out.
I don't care if I got taken out that race. I didn't give a shit about that race. That was
I
fucking shit.
probably could have passed him about 4 times, but just the risk of trying to overtake that McLaren, man. He is so bad.
Same with
Like,
that
he actually has
Gabby
good
lad.
pace, but he just can't defend cleanly.
Okay, I'll start with the interviews anyway, and then we can rant about the race after.
Sure, I'm
Yup.
happy with P3.
Oh, fuck off, Marley. I'm not in the mood. I'm really
What?
not. I'm really
He
not in
just
the
said
mood.
he just said he's happy with.
No, I'm
P2.
not in the mood. Just let me interview Glenn. Fuck's sake.
Man, what's up your hole? Alright, come on, let's go. So let's get this interview done.
Wait, when
Wait,
we
what? Yeah, Shamrock, I'm here.
I know. I feel like Glenn deserves an interview. It's been so long.
Yeah. Alright, fair enough.
Glenn, you finished fourth. How are you feeling?
Oh, fucking shy.
Amazing.
Come on,
Nah,
say you're
yeah,
amazing.
Well,
Do it
I'm
for old
amazing.
time's sake. No, no, no. Put some emotion into it. Like, I'm amazing.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
There we go. That's all we need from you, Glenn.
That's
Well
the spirit.
done.
Yeah. The other
Let's
boys
go.
they're more amazing though.
Okay. Let's go to
I love
P3
Glenn Mark.
and our driver of the day, S Junior. You had a hectic Grand Prix weekend, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you qualified on pole. You dropped back to P18 because of a red flag.
That robs me podium.
Nice
then,
one.
and then you finished P3. How are you feeling?
Happy and just depressed after all that shit.
So you're like happy slash depressed?
Yeah, I'm happy for the team and for Marley, like, and then that was just so depressing to driving. I literally like safety car, and then a minute later another safety car. I wanted to kill myself.
Do you want to
but
know
I
what
kept
it was
going.
like commentating? It was kind of like when you're in like that movie and there's that just sad, lonely person in the corner, and he's just like saying, "Oh look, paper plane going by,
Yeah, no,
What
it was
are you
awful.
butterfly."
Yeah.
Sure, paper
It
planes
was
in the
really
cinema.
terrible.
Damn, we were driving cars, not paper planes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I was so lost and just out of it.
Yeah, I'm going on season break after this. I've had enough.
Okay, drop my dick.
Marley, there's no way you're in fucking third year.
I
Well,
don't-
I'm in TY.
It's bullshit.
No, yeah, I'm
S-
actually a 40-year-old man. I actually work for.
S Junior, how are you feeling for Australia next week?
Oh, very good. Australia's my favourite track. So,
Yeah.
I can't bounce it back after what happened in CTCR. Who the fuck's
that-
playing the tin whistle?
FaZe, if that's you playing the tin whistle,
It is him, it is. I know it is.
FaZe, please stop.
I don't even own a team with the
I
lads.
don't
What are you
care.
talking about?
Man, oh, fucking sit on a pine cone. I don't care.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, we'll go to
What
Marley
do you
then,
like,
because he's
Oh,
second
what?
place.
Okay, right.
How's it going?
Yeah, you're amazing.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I don't know, a bit of everything. Bit of adrenaline, very
Mixed
tired.
emotions.
Very, yeah. I kind of want to just like, I don't know, smash your PlayStation. I just see
Smash
everything
piano.
up.
But
I
look,
would
obviously,
also like to smash up that McLaren reserve driver.
FaZe, are
very
you
deserved.
playing GarageBand?
I hope he is.
No.
I really like this classical music. FaZe, if you can get an outro ready.
I'll keep going. You just talk.
Yeah, any more questions?
How are you? Will we see you in Australia next week?
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know.
Because Alfa Romeo
I-
have gained a lot of points tonight for their constructors, so I
I
think
have
it
to
would.
make it through the skill week first and see if I'm still alive.
You can't let me down, man.
If not, like, I don't know. I'll probably just stick my head in a fan. Honestly.
Like, realistically speaking, I think Alfa Romeo are now like 2 points behind Mercedes.
Yeah, but like I've done my job. So, I'm finished. I've got all the points for the season.
Actually, no, you're probably ahead of Mercedes.
Done.
Alfa
Yeah,
Romeo are
doesn't matter.
second.
We just got like
Doesn't
30.
matter. You won't see me.
Okay,
I've accomplished. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I
good to
will
know,
be in
Marnie.
Australia.
So we won't see you next week. We move on to FaZe.
No, we will.
So we won't see Marnie next week, guys.
Alright, yeah.
Fucking better see you, Marley.
No, you will.
Good.
If I'm alive.
Okay. Oh wow, Tomas has actually left.
Good.
The Discord.
Yeah, he's actually left.
Hey guys,
God.
let's
Oh
not
my
talk
God.
about that.
He was.
Go.
I wonder if he actually did his sitting in the pit lane for the Queen.
What was that about?
Okay, can we interview the race winner?
Instead, he
Please.
just
Guys, guys,
Yeah, man. Lizzie can go eat a glizzy.
Wait.
can I interview
what?
FaZe?
Hey guys,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Now, can I interview him?
No.
Oh, that'd
Why?
be great.
Glenn, I'm gonna mute you. Glenn, I'm muting you respectfully. Yeah, love you too, man. Alright, FaZe McBoss, where did you qualify again? P8?
I don't fucking know, man. The race was all over the place. I think I was last at one point. I was 8th, then I was 1st after 7 restarts. So yeah, there you go.
So you won the race at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I'm not happy.
25 points. You're ahead of Banter King now in the championship, and Haas are leading the constructors. Are you happy?
Happy for what?
As in, like, the championship?
Oh yeah.
And for yourself, are you happy?
I'm happy, but I'm not happy for that race. No.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm pretty upset right now. Okay, that's it.
Well, any other questions?
Are you prepared for Australia next week?
Austria.
Australia.
See you in the next one.
Alright, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Alright, but this is fucking a shit show. Can we just end the stream and just forget about it, please? There's only 3 people watching, like. It's probably Sham's father and mother, like. Can we just end the stream?
Okay, we'll be back next week in
That's all so
Australia.
much.
Hopefully, it will be a much better race, and hopefully Ryan Curran isn't racing. Good night, and God bless you all. Hashtag the Queen took an L.